All right, so away from the Black Meteors, now let's discuss the Ghana Premier League now. Medeama, what a way to win the Ghana Premier League. They were missing for some time on the league table, did well, whatever they had to do, and win the league. What was the turning point for Medeama, Patrick?
For me, Medeama, you see, you remember when they came out with when Gwedu came to House of Folk, and then Patrick Akoto came out, they were saying that they gave Samuel Gwedu the platform to become who he is. You remember that era?
I remember.
Yes, that was a time they were so close to winning, and then the league was truncated. So that should tell you that Medeama themselves, they've been working so hard behind the scene. They've been working so hard. You hardly hear of Medeama in terms of player recruitment, you know, in terms of contract issues. You hardly hear of Medeama. Moses Parker, their bankroller, is doing so much for that club out there in Takwa.
Yeah.
And then they've made they and Karela, anytime they are playing, becomes a very tough game out there. It's always been a very nice derby out there. So for me, look, Aduana Stars bottled it when their fans decided to attack Tamale City, you know, after a game here at their home ground. Because if, look, you are fighting for the championship and you are on top of the summit, definitely there are teams who are looking up to you. You get it? It's just like a marathon. The next person behind you is just watching your heels. They're just after you. The little mistake you do, they pass you. We've been watching it, Formula 1 and things.
Yeah.
That's the same thing happened in the Ghana Premier League. Medeama took the chance when Aduana Stars started dropping points. You get it? Just imagine you play against Dreams FC, you're home, and then you lose 1-0 to Dreams FC. Definitely, Medeama will not take their foot off the pedal. So they were also just grinding the results. And then for me, I think the magic came through when they brought in Ivan Sadote, the coach. Because he's been with the team for a very long time. He left. If you remember Medeama winning the FA Cup, it was Ivan Sadote who gave them that first silverware. And for me, coming back, and then I did not think that the idea was to bring him on board to come and win the league. I believe they were trying to use him to build Medeama, but they've been lucky enough that his coming has brought them laurels. So for me, they've done very, very well in terms of how they won the league. I saw Aduana Stars here against House of Folk at the Accra Sports Stadium. That was where I realized that they could win the league. But I don't know what came along the way. I don't know what really transpired, and then they were just losing games, drawing.
Should we say it's complacency?
Look, sometimes I will not attribute it to the prize money. When you are playing a league that the prize money is not huge, sometimes you look back and you look at your budget and everything, you are like, is this worthy? You know, because you go in for the Ghana Premier League and you are giving 300 or 250,000 Ghana cedis as the winner, and you have to go to Africa. The money you are going to spend going to Africa, if you are not getting that kind of sponsorship from somewhere, it is going to be very, very tough. So sometimes I'm not going to attribute it to maybe the prize money and that stuff, but I feel they just bottled it. That's Aduana Stars. They just look against was it Kotoku Royals at Dewu. They were complaining. Their coach was complaining about some of the infringements and that stuff. You need to work on your boys. You see. So for me, I think Medeama deserve it. They've done so well. Yeah. If you have a player like Bisset Atinga, a defender, scoring 11 goals, a defender, and then you have Jonathan Sowa leading your attack, also scoring about 12 goals in a season. Another defender in there scoring 2 also, I've forgotten his name. If you look at all these things, you can see that the boys were doing well. You get it? So for me, I think they deserve it.
So what do you think of the Medeama players? Especially Vincent Atenga, the captain of the side, coming in. You know, he was rejected by crowds of folk when he came back into the country. But Medeama took the risk of signing this player, and now, boom, he won the league for Medeama.
There's a player also in the Kwesi Donsu. Yeah,
Kwesi Donsu.
He's been with the team for a very long time. When they won the FA Cup in, I think, 2014 season, if my memory serves me right, he was with the team with Ivan Sadote, and he is the captain of the team. And if you look at even Agadas, the Kotoko lad, he was also with Medeama previously. Look, Medeama were building a very solid team year on year. You get it? You can go out there and pick a very good player from Medeama. So for me, I'm not surprised that Vincent Atenga will go in there. Look, if you have good relationship with people, then you can have a very solid and then a team that will be very, very compatible. If you look at Moses Parker, I think he's been dealing with players very well.
Yeah.
That's why when they go, they can come back. If you look at Vincent Attinga, he stinks with Hearts of Oak. It was a waffle tournament that Vincent Attinga really blew up when he was scoring the penalty kicks and other stuff, and then Ghana won the Waffle Cup here in Ghana with Patrick Razak, with Kobna and Co. You get it? And then when he came back with the experience he got, I think Hearts of Oak, for them, mostly, if you look at Hearts of Oak, if a player leaves the team and wants to come back, they don't work.
It's very difficult to sign you.
Seriously, because they've seen enough of you. You need to go elsewhere. And imagine if Attinga has joined
across of Oak. Come on.
Maybe he wouldn't have been this superb.
But maybe he could have changed across of Oak's fortunes. Who knows? Because he has been superb all over the season. He has been great.
Yeah, it's the leadership. It's the new place he's gone to. Medeama, they have their own plans. You get it? They don't have that kind of broad stakeholders where somebody will be dictating for coaches, somebody will be coming out with statements when management member will come and spew everything or something on radio and insult supporters that who are there and those. It will not happen in Medeama. But a club like Hearts of Oak, the pressure is in there. Dr. Nyaotamaklo can say anything he wants, and Elijah can be so outdated. They'll come and then say anything in public domain, and after they will try to apologize. You get it? But you don't get it in Medeama. So sometimes when players come to big clubs like Kotoko and Hearts of Oak, and then they are not doing well, it doesn't mean that the players are bad. Maybe what they are facing in these two big clubs, they cannot bear it. So they need to go to some of the lower clubs and then revamp their career over there. And I think that's what Vincent Attinga has done. They are going to Africa. Who knows? If they go in there, they go to the money zone and whatever, he can land a contract elsewhere. So for me, it is good that he joined Medeama.
Now, talking of Africa, you have brought the discussion now. Talking of Africa, do they have what it takes to break that jinx? Look, we've seen across the go there, being walloped by Wydad and all that. Kotoko. Same. Can Medeama change the narrative, Patrick?
They can. It is football. Medeama can do something positive. It is football because if you were asked whether King Faisal Alhaji Bruce will be playing at the FA Cup finals, would you have believed it?
No.
But they are in the finals, and tomorrow they will be playing. You get it? So it is possible. But the only thing is that they need to beef up their squad. I do not believe in the fact that if you want to go to Africa, you need to have some creme de la creme from some part of the countries around us. You go to Burkina, go to Mali, and go and bring exceptional players to come and join you. Because you want to make that bold statement out there, and you don't sit in here and take only the players that you have here to go and play out against teams that are coming from outside. Because if you are going to play against a team from, let's say, South Africa, they will have a Zimbabwean international, they can have a Ghanaian player, they might be having somebody from Sudan. You see, so these are selected players coming together to come and play. So the experience will be different. But Medeama will be going in there, and then they will select players only from Ghana. Because if you look at their team, most of the boys are from Ghana. And then it will be very, very difficult for you to face the other teams coming. But it's all about your plan. It's all about what you have, the promise, what you've stated on board to go and do, to go and execute out there. And sometimes it depends also on the technical head. You see, Ivan Sadote has been with the under-20 team with Karim Zito. So when it comes to external international exposure, he worked with the ladies under 17, the female team. He's also been in charge with that team before. So when it comes to international exposure, I think Ivan Sadote, he has something under his sleeves, but the players, the actors on the pitch, the 90 minutes, the 120 minutes, you cannot take away that minutes from the players. That is where the problem is. But then I think if they can sit back and then you have a psychologist, you have a nutritionist, you have experts coming on board to lead them. Where they find themselves in Takwa, there's money out there. There are corporate institutions there that can support them financially. So if the players will have that kind of forum, where people will come and talk to them, expertise will come and address them, Charlie, they can break the genes and go to the group stages.
Like the CAF Champions League is not an easy feat. Looking at the quality of football teams are playing, Wydad, Al Ahly, Charlie, Patrick, it's not easy feat.
Look, that's why I said that it is football.
It is
football. You win 1-0 here, you go and draw. You get it? it is the dynamics are very clear that football is. Look, when Chelsea was playing Man City, the Champions League finals. Did you are a Chelsea fan?
Yeah.
But on the day, we all thought Man City with the kind of football
yeah.
they were exhibiting were going to beat, how do you call it, Chelsea. But then they one goal separated the two sides. You get it? So it is football. That's why I'm saying that it is up to the players.
Okay.
The players out there to understand that when we go to the CAF Champions League and we are playing week on week, we are traveling to South Africa, Egypt, and we are playing, our probability of we coming into the Blasters or being bought by a team out there becomes very high. So it is up to the playing body, the boys who are playing. Sometimes they spend time doing dreadlocks on their head. They want to look nice. But the cognitive aspect, that is their brains, that will help them develop. They don't even look at that. Look, most of the teams in this country don't even use full supplements. You get it?
Yeah.
You go and pay a gymnasium. They go to the gym and go and do workout and all stuff. But full supplement that will work on these boys in terms of how they think on the pitch, even vision, anticipation, and those kind of things. They are the key things that develops a player. But the teams don't look at that. And the boys themselves, they have money. They will not go and buy those things and use it. They'll buy iPhones, buy tattered jeans and things and be moving about. You get it? So that's what I'm saying. The actors on the pitch. The players, it is up to them to make sure that they go to Africa and play very well. Moses Parker will provide you the platform, buying plane tickets, flying you up and down. It is not an easy thing. So if you get this privilege and you don't make good use of it, then you don't have to blame anybody. You have to blame yourself. So for me, Medeama can go out there and go into the group stages if the players are really ready, and then they really mean business to become good players for their families and the country at large.